Hello, welcome to my channel, Donna P Howard. As I started growing older, getting close to my 50s, I'd say about 48, 47, I started experiencing boils. And after dealing with the primary doctor that I was dealing with, she sent me for urine tests, she sent me for blood work, she gave me some cream, and she tried to write it off. But I insisted on getting a specialist. I went to, uh, what do you call that? A doctor that specializes on the internal medicine, which is now my primary doctor, but she was an internal medicine doctor at the time. And she gave me some other creams and told me to use dial soap. Okay. Fast forward to today. I've went to a dermatologist, and a dermatologist told me, as an African American woman, this is something that happens in African Americans only. It's called, and I can't pronounce it the correct way, so work with me. It's called Hidradenitis Suppurativa. And what it is when your body starts sweating on the inside, the body starts forming like pimples. And it starts out like a pimple and it hurts. And what I do is I get this over-the-counter medicine called Boil Ease. And I'll squeeze it out and put it on the boil. Now the boil or the pimple can start like on the side of your breast, under your breast, your underarms, your growing area, the inside of your thighs, or your butt. That's the only places that I've ever experienced it. I can't say if it's any other place. But it starts out as a pimple. It's hard. It hurts really some kind of bad. Then it fills up with pus. And when it fills up with pus, after a couple days, it gets mushy. And then it'll pop. And you try to squeeze all the pus that you can out. A lot of people have said it's poison in your body, and I'm quite sure it is. I can't say for sure, but I can say it comes out. Sometimes it just runs out as pus. Sometimes it runs out as blood. Sometimes it runs out as a blood and pus mixture. Within me, the skin, after it pops open and the blood and the pus runs out, my skin will envelope back in, meaning it'll close all the way up back in, and this pimple or boil will move somewhere else and start all over again. So I wonder what makes me sweat on the underside of my skin. I know here in Buffalo, New York, it's cold in the wintertime. Sometimes it's cold in the fall, and sometimes it's cold in the spring. So I wear layers. I'll wear some stretch pants, up under some jeans. So I'm assuming that's what makes me hot. And sweat up under my skin. I wish I knew what started it, like what I ate or what. I'm assuming it comes from the overabundance of inflammation in my body, and inflammation is arthritis. So I'm assuming, because of all the health issues I have, and they all lead back to inflammation, I'm assuming something triggers the inflammation within my body, under my skin. And when it gets too hot, where it sweats, that this is where it starts from. But then it makes me wonder, okay, knowing all this with the sweating, what makes the pimples start? Because, I mean, it starts out really, 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 really teeny, and then it works itself up. And the bigger it gets, the harder it gets. The harder it gets, the more it hurts. The more it hurts, the mushier it gets. And then it pops open. Most people can sit in, like, say, a tub of hot water and, hey, soak it and they good to go. But for me, it's a long riding situation. I don't know what makes it start. I don't know what keeps it going. I don't know what makes it stop. I'm hoping that maybe somebody out here goes through the same thing that I goes through. This is a medical condition. I thought it was just the poison coming out my body. This is a medical condition. For me personally, at any given time during the year, all I have to do is call my dermatologist's office and let them know I need an emergency appointment, and they will get me in. But they take the needle and stick it in the area where the boil is. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit hurts. It hurts bad. But once they get that medicine in there, before that night is over with, I'm back to normal. I'm good. I don't have no boils. It doesn't flare up again. This happens to me like once every 9 months. It's just something to deal with. If it happens on my butt, I'll put on a big bandage, so I don't sit on it and bust it too soon. But it is a very painful medical condition. And if it's something that you suffer from, or you think it's something wrong, and you got a pimple or a boil, that is what it is. It needs to be treated. I can't say what works for you, but the shot works for me. And when that boil is painful, when that needle is going in, ooh wee baby, it's something to deal with. But it is relief once you get this shot. So if you are suffering from this, I would advise you to get a referral from your primary doctor and get a shot. It'll make you feel so much better. I try to keep the heat down to a minimum. Anybody who knows me knows I like my apartments hell is hot. If it ain't hell is hot, I really don't want to be in there because I'm suffering because of all my other medical conditions, and the inflammation or the arthritis does not make it any better. It makes it worse. So if you are suffering, please, please, please go to your doctor, go to your primary, and get you a referral to a dermatologist, to a good dermatologist, so you don't have to suffer anymore, because the pain is out of this world, And had I not found me a good dermatologist, I know I would have been in much more pain than I am in. This boilies, I'm not doing this as a review for the boilies like I usually would. I'm not even doing this as a review. I'm doing this as a health issue type video. But the boil ease does help with the pain to a degree. But if it gets to a point where you see that you're using it multiple times a day for more than 3 days, you need that dermatologist. You need that medication. And yeah, the dermatologist, they gonna try to give you some creams and some ointments and tell you that this will work and that'll work. It's a long, drawn out process. I cannot tell you if the cream works or not. It doesn't work for me. I can't say if it'll work for you. It doesn't work at all for me. The creams and the ointments is a waste of my time. But most prescription creams and ointments are, unless I mix them with something and I just haven't found the right item to mix it with to alleviate me of what I deal with. But if you're in pain from boils, please, please, please see your doctor. Because this could be a pain that's avoided. I think it needs to be more information out here on it. And, oh, excuse me, if it's something that you suffer from, you will be suffering from it for a long period of time. Some people think they're hair bumps. I used to think it was a hair bump, so I used to take a tweezer and pull the hair out and pull the root out, figuring that boil was going to go away. It didn't go away. Now, sometimes it made it a little easier to make the boil a little mushier so I could pop it open. But I don't know. I don't know what's left in the boil that it just won't just dissipate and go away for good. I don't know if it's a root or core in there that's stopping it or blocking it or if it's growing back from that. I don't know. But I know it's a painful thing to go through. So, if you do not want to suffer in the way that I suffer, please get it checked out. It's about our health. Get it checked out. Other than that, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'm uploading. Share this video with your friends and family. And leave me a comment. Because you know I like interacting with you. So until next time, I'll see you later.